Thank you so much for viewing my portfolio as a Master's of Library and Information Science candidate, school librarian. My name is Janelle Stice, and I wanted to walk you through one of my artifacts, which is the Pathfinder. And you find it under the Portfolio tab. Here it is. This Pathfinder is the first time that I've ever actually done a Pathfinder and also researched and understood what a Pathfinder is and what it is about. I wanted to understand the purpose of a Pathfinder, which is basically a subject bibliography designed to lead the user through the process of researching a certain topic. I was intrigued to figure out what subject I was going to explore. And as I stated on my About Me page, I am a mama of a child who is on the autism spectrum as well as has ADHD and global developmental delay. And I felt like my talents, my research would come in handy from a personal and professional experience in the realm of autism. So this is my Autism Pathfinder. And on my first page, I just have some information about autism resources for parents. And this is just my welcome and what this LibGuide would actually provide for those who decide to look at this Pathfinder. I did have a picture of myself. I tried to find one that was smaller and I was unable to. The tabs on the side, I just have the home, the definition, behavior management, and educational options. If you click each tab, it'll take you exactly to that tab of information. In the definition, I just give a brief definition of the autism spectrum disorder and also the diagnosis of autism spectrum disorders. And this information I did receive from psychiatric.org. This is where I got this information from, which is a very extensive list, but also a very extensive and concise list at the same time because it just gives you bullet points, but also explains the main symptoms of autism. Right below it, it just talks about, I just got this information from Autism Speaks, which is a very good resource for parents or for teachers regarding autism. This just gives some information and background. I did also post some videos just to help parents or help those who are looking in a visual way. And so this is from Autism Speaks. And if you click this button here, you will definitely be able to hear. I just want to test it out. You'll be able to hear what the video is about. And then right below it is another video discussing the autism spectrum disorder and the DSM-5, which is where you get all of your information from. And below that, the diagnostic criteria for autism. And this list is a little extensive as well, but does give good information and helps parents understand what it is exactly that is happening when they go to get a diagnosis. And then the references are listed. And right below there, I do have some reference books that I felt on a personal level helped me in my journey with my son. These are actual books, two of them that I have read over and over. One being The Parent's Guide to Autism Diagnosis, and the second one being Understanding Autism. Those were two books that I felt that was very good for me, helping me understand the autism diagnosis. And then here on the bottom is just some searching tips for those who decide to look at this Pathfinder. And if you scroll right back up and you go to behavior management and you click on the behavior management, then you'll be able to get some other information about behavior management therapy for autism. And right below, I list some different types of ABA commonly used to treat autism: positive behavior and support, pivotal response, early intensive behavior intervention, and discrete trial teaching. I personally have been through the positive behavioral and support. That is what we work with my husband, with my son. And again, I did add some videos that I have watched, especially from Autism Speak. That is definitely a great resource again. So I just wanted to add that. And then below, I do have some book resources. Um, these book resources, again, are professional and personal. The personal one is Functional Behavior Assessment for People with Autism. I have read that book more than once. It has helped us in our journey. And then right below that is just another video about managing problem behaviors and the best way to handle them. And if you click on the play button, you will be able to watch the video. And it gives some information about databases. Um, this database is from my local library. I'm here in Southern Maryland. So this is St. Mary's County Library. And this just gives one of the resources that they have, which is called Diversity Studies Collection, and it's by Gail. And as long as you have a St. Mary's library card, you are able to click that link and it will take you to give you some study resources as well. And right below this is our Autism Treatment Network research on challenging behaviors. And this is something that I have read and go to often. Right below is a video called Living with Autism and ABA Therapy. And it does talk about the succession of ABA therapy from a standpoint of someone who's diagnosed on the autism spectrum. And then again, right below is some biographies, and I will be honest, they were a little hard to read, but The Boy Who Felt Too Much, I have read that book, and it is a great resource. But I did add two other books, Little Victories and Forever Boy. And then again, I just added some search tips for those who are interested. And my last tab, sorry about that, is educational options for those parents who may need different type of options that they feel is best, or whoever is watching, or researching. So this is the IEP, the Individualized Education Program. I'll just give some information on what that is and what that looks like for parents. And then right below, I have some books on the subject. Um, the book that I added from personal is Autism and Education, The Way I See It by Temple Grandin. And Temple Grandin is just a very knowledgeable person, and I love her books. This book definitely helps me in my journey. Right below that, I do have another video, which is an introduction to autism video on homeschooling autistic children. And then there was a CBS Evening News clip on autism. And so I did add that because I thought that that was a great resource as well. And then again, right below, there are some books that I added. The IEP from A to Z, Homeschooling the Child with Autism, Teaching a Child with Special Needs at Home and at School, and From Cradle to Classroom. And the one that I did personally was Teaching a Child with Special Needs at Home and at School. I just felt it was very important, especially because this was a subject that is near and dear to me and I live it. But I wanted to add information that I tested out, information that I have delved in and read. And so that was my purpose of choosing certain books and certain resources. Again, I am from Maryland, and so the information on my local resources tab are information in the state of Maryland. So Pathfinders for Autism, Maryland State Department of Education, Division of Rehabilitation Services, Maryland State Department of Education twice, and autism waiver. The autism waiver, ironically, we just received our acceptance and we were on a 9-year waiting list. So that was very important to me to add because at the time I had just been um, at my 8-year mark. But this is my Pathfinder. I hope that you do click around and look at it. And I hope that the resources are able to help you understand the information that is given. Thank you so much.